Welcome to our class Neet Biology, and today let us discuss the concept of mutualism from population interactions. Apart from mutualism, there is also another interaction called as proto-cooperation, where one species will be living with that species or without that species. But if they were living together, both of that species are being benefited. Best example for that is the crocodile as well as the bird. When the crocodile comes out of the water, it keeps its mouth open so that the bird go and clean out its bleach which are being stuck in the mouth of the crocodile. So in this interaction, both the organisms are being benefited. This bird is the crocodile bird, which is called as Pluvianus, which is being responsible for cleaning off the leeches which are being stuck into the crocodile. In this interaction, they may live together or they may live independently. But if they were closely related, both of them are benefited. Such an interaction is also called as proto-cooperation. Now coming to the concepts of mutualism, in this interaction, both the species are benefited. Okay, and here such an association we can see in the lichens. Lichen is nothing but the association of fungi as well as the cyanobacteria. Fungi and algae together they are being forming the lichens. And these lichens are also helpful to test the pollution in an area. If there is widespread of lichens, there is poor pollution. If the pollution rate is high, we cannot see lichens in a particular area. And mycorrhiza is also an association between the fungi as well as the root of higher plants. In this association, fungi get the nourishment from the plant, and this fungi helps in easy availability of nutrients from the soil to this plant. In this relationship, both the species are benefited. And the next interaction is between the fig trees as well as the wasp. The wasp is responsible for the pollination as well as the fig tree in return gives the shelter for the eggs of wasp as well as nourishment to the early larva. So here also both the species are being benefited. Wasp helps in pollination, whereas the fig tree is giving shelter to the wasp eggs as well as the nourishment to the larva. And next interaction is between the orchid as well as the bee. Bee helps in pollination of the orchid, and the orchid also gives reward to the bees. Not all orchids are giving the rewards, but there were orchids which also give a reward to the bumblebee who helps in pollination. Now here they follow the sexual deceit of Ophiris in the Mediterranean orchid. Here, this orchid will flower, that means the flower is similar to that of the female bee. It is exactly to that of the ovipositor of a female. So, this male bee pseudo-copulates with the flower of the orchid. In this interaction, the pollen are being stuck onto the legs. When this bee go and sits onto the other, it helps in the pollination. Whereas the bumblebee feels that there is a copulation, but that copulation is pseudo-copulation because that is the flower but not the female bee. And here this flower is also has to co-evolve with the adaptations in the bumblebee due to change in the environmental conditions. Okay, if there is natural selection, if there is any color change in the bumblebee, then in order to undergo pollination, the orchid also change its inflorescence in order to attract the bumblebees. So both these species has to co-evolve with respect to natural selection. And the next interaction is commensalism. In this interaction, one species is benefited, the other species is neither benefited nor harmed. Example for that is the orchid growing on a mango tree. Here mango tree is neither benefited nor harmed, but orchid can have the capability of getting adequate amount of sunlight. And the barnacles are growing on the wheels. They get the shelter and they can move from one place to another place, but the whale is neither benefited nor affected. And the egret bird as well as the cattle. The cattle is neither benefited nor harmed, but when they were grazing the grass, whatever the insects which are coming up can be easily taken up by the egret bird. So egret bird is getting the easy availability of food when it is living close with that of the herbivore. And the next interaction is sea anemone as well as the clownfish. Sea anemone is neither benefited nor harmed, but clownfish, in order to escape from predator, it go and sit in between the tentacles of sea anemone. So clownfish is benefited, whereas sea anemone is neither benefited nor harmed. So if you like the video, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to receive further notifications. This is Pravalika signing off.